Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. I've put together a quick list of the easiest flowers to grow here in Central Texas that can take our hot and humid summers. My number one choice is zinnias. Zinnias are called the dahlia of the South for a reason. They come in a multitude of colors, many different size, shapes, and characteristics, and they have a very good vase life. They keep blooming. They're a cut and come again, which means the more you cut, the more you get. They will continue to bloom right up until the first frost, which for me here in Waco is about Thanksgiving. So we get a very long season. It is not too late to plant them. You can plant them all summer long and you will get blooms all summer long. The next one, it is too late to plant this to get flowers, but this was a happy accident. Look at these. This is what a carrot flower looks like. I planted these in the fall for carrots, and then I let a few go to seed so I can harvest the seeds to plant more carrots. You can see this one right here. It's almost there. So these are the seeds, and I have to wait for them to get fully ripe, which means they're gonna need to go brown. But look at the other flowers. I mean, that's a lot of seed too. But look at beautiful flowers, very lacy, very delicate. In the cut flower world, they use a relative called Amy. It's just a wild carrot. The next one is Rudbeckia. I planted this Rudbeckia as part of a wildflower patch a few years ago, and it continues to grow and self-seed and take care of itself. I can cut on this as much as I want. I cut for myself, some neighbors, and some friends from church. Probably 2-3 bouquets a week, no problem. Can't even tell that I'm doing it. All right, so gladioli. Gladioli grow from corms, which is like a bulb, and they grow very well in our heat. They don't mind at all. They grow pretty fast, and they're pretty resilient. I planted these 2 years ago, and I tried to get them all out and moved, but you can see from all the tall spikes that I've missed that I wasn't very successful. I'll transplant them this fall and we'll get a new bed. But they do really well. I'll show you some pictures of what they look like cut so you can see how beautiful they are. Gomphrenia. So Gomphrenia is just getting started for me. This is one of my Gomphrenia plants. I didn't plant him on purpose this year. He self-seeded. This one's been transplanted, which is why it looks a little wilty right now. I just transplanted it this morning, but Gomphrenia makes very good dry flowers. So I will show you some pictures of some dried flowers I've made with it, and it keeps its color. That's not fake. That's all real, all that color. That's what it looks like. So they dry really well. They're easy to use, cut and come again, very prolific, easy to harvest the seed from. That's a winner in my book. This is some Celosia seedlings I'm just getting ready to get out. So this is a really small version of the flower, and they get really big. Again, I'll insert some footage of some dried ones that I have from last year. They grow really well in the heat. They actually like the heat, so they are prolific. I don't know if they're cut and come again. Last year when I cut them, they started to regrow, but then we had a frost, so I waited till late to find out. Marigolds. So as you can see, these are huge. I am 5'8". Can you see? It's almost the same height as me. Those are crazy tall. So this is a giant variety, and I specifically got African marigolds because those are the kind that also eliminate bugs. So I'm getting cut flowers and tomatoes from this one patch. And you can get them in a lot of different colors. The colors I found for African ones were white, yellows, and oranges. So really just in that family. If you expand past the African ones, you can also get greens. I don't know if you can get any purples, but I'll look. Verbena. So this is my first year growing verbena. This plant was a gift to me from a friend in my garden group. And you can see it started like this tall and it's growing huge. These are the flowers I didn't cut. It can get really tall, has a really strong structure. It works really well in arrangements, and it's just a light, delicate flower. Two flowers that I'm trying to grow but that are not in bloom right now is sunflowers and salvia. Both are supposed to do incredibly well here, and I'm excited to see what we get by the end of the summer. A bonus tip is for your greenery, herbs and vegetables. So for example, this is mint. So we've got mint. It's really tall, it's really leggy. Cutting it back will do the plant some good, and it will allow me to have some lush greenery that smells amazing in my arrangements. Today I made an arrangement for a friend, and we used chickpea greenery. The chickpea greenery looks fern-like, and it handles it like a champ. It looks really good. So I'm excited to see how long it lasts in the vase, but I think it's a winner. All right, guys, that is my list of the best summer flowers for Texas. If you have any better suggestions or any I should include to the list, please leave them down in the comments below so that we can all learn together. If this was helpful or if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up to help my channel or share it around. That's the most helpful thing you can do. Good night from the garden.